guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and all the good stuff. So I got a bit of a confession to make. I am literally a bit of a stalker when it comes to Tia and Tamera. I watched them from Sister Sister. I watched all their shows that they've done ever since. I'm a bit of a fangirl. I'm not gonna lie, but it just sort of occurred to me, and as I was sort of going through their IGs just to see what they've been up to, etc. I do it every so often. That how similar their lives as twins has actually fallen out into exactly the same. Let's get into it. As I said, I've literally watched all of this stuff. I started watching when it was Sister Sister. I loved it. Yeah, bit of a geek. I know, I don't care. Anyway, they sort of went through after they did this. They went on and they did college, and they were, they're both very, very high achievers. I think that was pretty clear very early on that they were going to become something. What it wouldn't have really mattered. They were going to be that very much high achievers. They were going to do their absolute best in whatever they did. They went abroad. They did all the stuff that you would want your child to do as a teen, early 20s. You can tell that they were both very much raised right. They were raised by their parents who were both in the military. So for all intents and purposes, as they say, they're military brats. They went on to, obviously after Tia and Tamera, they both went on and did loads of other things. But the one I enjoyed mostly was their real life, the Tia and Tamera, that I'm not sure if anyone else saw it. It sort of went through, you watched Tamera get married, you watched Tia get pregnant with Cree. Now, I'm not sure if anyone knows this, but Tia actually suffers with endometriosis. So she struggles to conceive. So for her to have Cree and then go on to have Kyra is a huge deal, which we will get into in a minute. But I just want to sort of go over this, being raised back then with a mixed race family, as in their mum is brown, their dad is white. I can imagine wasn't easy, as acceptance wasn't as easy back then as it is now. I'm not even sure it is that easy now, to be honest, but I think it's more accepted now, definitely, than it was back then. Tia went on to marry Corey. Corey is a well-known actor. They've been married, 13 years, maybe, something like that. Maybe even a little bit more. I'm trying to remember now. I'm really bad at remembering. Somewhere along those lines. But during the Tia and Tamera, the show, she was pregnant with Cree, as I said. I'm not sure if she actually realized how awful she was when she was pregnant, which is, I think, is perfectly normal when you think about, she was probably told that, for her to be pregnant is going to be a huge deal. For her to keep a pregnancy is going to be an even bigger deal. So she was probably spent the whole time absolutely petrified. And it just so happened that it went on the sort of time that Tamera was marrying Adam. As I was saying, Tamera went on to marry Adam. Now, this is the first sort of thing that coincides between them, is even though they are both married, they both still have exactly the same initials. Now, a tradition in their family is for the children to be named not after the father, but the initial after the father. So Adam, obviously with an A, Corey with a C. So they went on, and first off, Tia had Cree. She had Cree, as I said, she was heavily pregnant during Tamera's wedding. She thrived as being a mother, even though they're two very different ways of parenting between Tia and Tamera. Tia is a co-sleeper. She's very dependent on the children. The children are very dependent on her, where Tamera is more of a, no, it's bedtime, you're going in your bed. And they're both very, very different, but they're both amazing parents. She obviously went on then to have Kyra. She struggled and tried for a long time to have the children, and both children are very close to their cousins. The cousins, Aidan and Araya. Now, Aidan was obviously the firstborn son. There's the next next coincidence. They both had a son first and then a daughter later, which is just the similarities between these two are absolutely insane, like genuinely insane. Aidan is, oh my god, he's a mummy's boy. He's so freaking adorable, and so is Araya. Really, she's so freaking cute, and she's a cheese addict. They both have YouTube channels. I will link them into this video if you want to go and watch them. They're pretty cool. You know, the Housley bunch, they sort of do all the cookings and they get the children helping. Tia is more of I would say more of a help, and she sort of goes through her struggles in life, which is super interesting to sort of get to know her on another level, which I love. So that was their sort of next thing, that they both had boys, then girls. They were both married with a H on the end. So they, you know, they're very much living that twin life for sure. Another point that I think people sort of forget with the children is they're pretty much brother and sister. When you think about it, Tia and Tamera share the same DNA. So they have half the DNA of their aunt. But was really funny because all the children can tell them apart. I can tell them apart. I could tell them apart when they were in sister. But I know my friend could never tell them apart. They always got a bit confused. What I find absolutely beautiful about these two is they just have amazing morals. They have an amazing life. Like, you know, their husbands, they have, I think what every girl wants, that perfect 2.4 children, picket fence. I'm sure they have struggles. Tamera, you know, talks about it. Tia talks about it, but they can get through anything together. And like they, you know, as much as, you know, Corey absolutely idolizes Tia as Adam do with Tamera, it's just so, I don't know, I can't even explain into words. It's just beautiful. It's just absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous. This is just Easter just gone. That is Tamera and Tia's mom. They see a lot more of their dad because they are now up in Napa, up in the wine country. Adam's family had still has a winery up there, which they have obviously taken over. They opened a little wine tasting shop. It's so freaking cute. I would love to go. That's my ideal. Tamera, that's her father, that's their father. They're with the children, with Corey at the back, and Taj, I think that is, yep, the handsome one, Taj. Obviously this is again their Easter. I'm guessing the dad went there and the mum went there because they are now divorced. I said, they both got YouTube channels and successful YouTube channels. This is Tia's. She does a lot of cooking. She'll sit and talk about her struggles. She'll do a day in the life, you know, all different stuff that she will do. I find her a lot more wanting to do the more of support, that kind of thing, and know that, you know, others are not alone. You know, she has struggles. She had struggles conceiving Kyra, or do you know what I mean, that kind of thing, where the Housley life is again, they do cooking. They're both very, very good at cooking, and the meals look amazing on all sides. Just as an FYI, I'd love to try. but they all, but they'll do a lot more family stuff. It'll be more showing what their day-to-day life is. Cooking is a huge part of their day-to-day life. They'll walk you through the winery. I definitely advise going to sub to both of them. They're really, really cool people, and they do interact with their fans as well, which is, everyone likes that, right? It's really cool. So the similarities of these two growing up is absolutely insane. They both still got the same initials. They both had a boy first, then they had a girl. Sorry, girls, but they were both super bitchy during pregnancy. I don't think either of them seen that they were super bitchy, but they were really, really mean. But I get it. I get it. I get it. And even though they're on different paths, as in like Tamera's more up in Napa Valley a lot, they struggle to find their own personality within the industry. And I think Tia struggled a little more with that than Tamera, from what I could be wrong, but that's what I sort of seen it as. And now, they did the Milky, which helps with breast milk production. They did the Milky stretch marks, which helps obviously with stretch marks. They both been through pregnancy, so they were trying to help that because Tia did struggle with breastfeeding. So that was an amazing thing to watch them, with their own struggles, and then be like, okay, we need to do something to help others with their struggles. And that's a lot what these girls are about. They're about, trying to help others. They're about not just about themselves. And another thing, with all celebrities, you always hear something bad, you always hear, oh, they've done this, they've done this, they've done the other. With these two, you've never heard a bad thing. Now, like I said, I stalk them. Not even gonna lie, I'm pretty fangirlish. Sad, I know, I get it. At 43, I shouldn't still be a fangirl, but I am, okay? I like watching their families grow. I think it's cute. But you never hear anything bad. You never hear that, one's been fighting or one's been doing this. Now they fight between themselves. You've seen it on the Tia and Tamera. They fight amongst themselves, but you never hear them behaving badly or, them being an absolute nightmare on set or anything like that, which I like. I like that they're real, but they are genuinely nice people. You hear so many celebrities, don't you? They did this or they did that, or they turned over a new leaf or this, that, and the other. You can just show that these two, as well as their two brothers, have been raised so good that I can't even put into words. That's how nice they are. Sickly nice. Like, oh my God. Anyway, I just wanted to share that and thought that it was pretty cool, all the similarities between them. Even though they're both on their individual paths, they're still very much connected. Thanks for watching. Sorry I went on a bit. Yes, I know, I'm sad, but I don't care. I love Tia and Tamera. I think they're so cute and their families are so cute, and I love watching their families grow, and it's just too cute. I definitely recommend going to sub to them. They put videos out regularly. It's really cool. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I shall see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.